Welcome back to another episode of our Hockey Talk.
Hockey Talk.
Hockey Talk. I think, like always, we should start every episode with our picks. I think it just gets the flow going. It gets that
That's fair.
momentum, and it just happened.
We just jump into it. Just jump in with the picks.
It's an easy way to just dive in to talking. Josh, pull out your notebook
I got my notebook.
and tell us about your picks.
I'm going to be honest, this week was not a good week.
It was not. I heard
Not a
it.
good week. 15 out of 33. We got to figure this out. That's it for the notebook. It's disappointing. Like I do try to pick with confidence, right, of who I think is going to win. I look at the goaltending, typically the backup, right? I'm like, okay, we got a shot here. Anaheim was feeling good one day. I chose Anaheim. Like I feel like I have a reason.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work
didn't
out
work
this
this
week.
week.
No.
What was your percentage?
I never did the percent. 45%.
45%.
Hover around that 50 mark.
What was your goal?
70%.
71.
Oh yeah, 71.
My
Makes it
goal was
worse.
68.
What'd you get?
I got 17 out of 33, which is a pass, but
Is
it
it?
is
Yeah.
51. We are not good at this.
There's so many games.
I thought I was good at this.
I thought I was great.
At first, I was like, just a bad week. But this
Yeah.
is 3 weeks in a row now where none of us have gone above 50-something
No.
percent.
Like I'm not picking. Like I'm trying to pick smart. Like in one day, Capitals lost, Bruins lost, LA lost, Oilers lost, Vegas lost. Those are all really good teams that should win at least two of them
At least two of
to
them.
make the percentage better, and they don't.
I got 51%. It was an improvement over last week, but not
Sure, you failed last week.
I failed
right?
last week, so I was in your shoes last week. Doesn't feel good.
tough.
This week doesn't feel much better either.
No.
51%. I literally got one game to make a pass. And I try to mix in underdogs every night. I throw at least one or two of my
They're gonna
picks
win.
because
They're gonna win.
they're going to win.
Yeah.
But I'm wrong.
Wrong.
I get the wrong underdogs.
Wrong underdogs.
Almost all the time.
All the time.
Because think about it, we're like 50-ish% every time.
I guess
Average,
if you
we're
wanna,
about
yeah,
half.
If you want to say half,
Through
right?
3 weeks of this, we're about half. You know how many of those are
I think
like...
you'd have one lucky night though.
Well, yeah, we do sometimes, but we blow it.
But then we blow it. Yeah, can't be blowing
You
it.
can't... Why was that so funny? You can't be blowing it. I couldn't keep going. Just repeat what I said in like a cartoon. What I was saying was, overall, we're about 50%, I'd say.
Yeah,
All 3 weeks included.
Yeah.
We both failed 1 week.
50, yeah,
57%.
around 50-something%.
You know how many of those games are like kind of like, well, yeah, like Carolina is gonna beat the Sharks,
Yeah,
like, and we still are only 50.
yeah,
So it's like, it goes to show that like, it's tough to predict.
it really is, and it goes to show that like hockey, I think, is like one of the top sports that like
Unpredictable.
any team can win,
The league is a lot more competitive than I think it's
and that's
ever
what
been.
that's what you want, right?
Like even
Competitiveness.
I think last season was too, but this season is like above and beyond. Like, you can't predict playoffs right now.
And if you looked at the bottom teams, like the bottom teams, easy are Sharks, Chicago, Anaheim, right?
They're all Western.
They're all Western, and the Sharks are playing
They're still good.
better. They're
not
supposed
bad.
to be,
Yeah, way better. than
right?
they're supposed
Chicago's having a tough time.
to.
They'll
They
figure
just
it out.
have Bedard.
That's it. Picks.
What's
All right. Next week, what do you want? Wise.
Okay, I don't want to shoot as high, so I'm gonna go with a 61 for Rick Nash.
I'm going 70%. Realistically, I think I'd be happy with like a 60%.
I think at this point, us just passing. Like, I was actually pretty happy with the 51.
With the pass?
because I
Okay.
failed last week. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't fail again. I should.
When one of us gets 70%, we're gonna do something crazy.
We should do something crazy.
Yeah, we'll do something. That'll be a big day. Realistically, 58%. All right, let's build up. You want to build up? Let's build up. 58%.
61.
60%. I'll go 60.
All right, let's talk quickly about the Mikko Rantanen trade.
All right, Mikko Rantanen.
It's kind of old news that happened a week ago.
Doesn't it suck that we?
That's what.
Were you gonna say? Okay,
You
go
can.
ahead.
Go ahead.
It.
Oh, is it already iPad time with Josh?
I'm getting ready. I'm getting set
You have
up.
some on Mikko Rantanen?
I got the trade.
Oh, but you know the trade. It was a week ago. No, pull it
All
out.
right, that-
If you want it, and that's
I
gonna
think
help.
I just like having it here, so I can, I know all the specifics, right? Still learning how to use this. Stuff.
the iPad time with Josh.
I can't even zoom in.
Mikko.
Oh, did you
Rantanen.
know that Fanil's
Sarah-
Jute Drop was in the
He has
trade?
rights though. I'm not saying I know how to pronounce his name. There's no way that was right.
It wasn't right.
Do you want to take the lead with Mikko Rantanen? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say how much it sucks that it happened right after we were done.
It literally
recording.
happened Friday last week, right after we recorded. It would have been
that's
cool
something-
breaking news.
Right? That'd be so cool.
I was literally cleaning up the lights and the camera, and then
Yeah.
boom. I got
Yeah.
a phone buzz. Mikko Rantanen traded. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me?
And that's the thing. You have notifications all turned on, so it would have
I would
buzzed.
notice.
Yeah.
Like, my
man.
phone's over there. I would look
Yeah,
at it.
That sucks.
I'm ready. Like tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a big trade.
I'm gonna just check halfway through.
I just said I got a buzz. You don't need it.
Okay. I'm just saying. Mikko Rantanen was traded to Carolina Hurricanes.
Right on the money.
That was it was kind of cool too because we kind of brought up Carolina in some of our
JT Miller
with
trade.
the JT Miller, right? So it's kind of
So they were looking for
They
something.
were looking for
And I
somebody.
heard afterwards that they did touch base
Did
about
they?
JT
Yeah.
Miller.
was
And they went
was
Mikko Rantanen, which was I like Mikko. He's better.
Mikko Rantanen is way better. What a shock that he is traded though.
I did not see that
Didn't
coming.
see it coming.
I would have needed like maybe by the deadline, yeah, there'd be like some more drama, some more storyline of that it's not working out.
Like,
I didn't
yeah,
hear
like we
enough
are-
to think that
No.
this was going to happen.
No, and I've seen two different sides where he says he would have taken less, but then I saw where
McKinnon's cap was like the highest they
yeah,
go.
but I think that's also fair that McKinnon set the bar.
100%. And then they said that they're not going to use that with Makar. Because
Oh,
Makar's
no?
probably going to get more than McKinnon. But it's defense and forward. Like, that's fair.
It's fair, and I also just saw that the salary cap might be going up
Yeah, yeah.
in the next 3
saw that
years.
too.
But did you see the
Yeah, it's like
saw
95
it,
million,
you saw
106 million, 112 million, around then.
yeah? I saw it. It's going up.
I'm not right. There's no way my numbers are right, but I
Could be
saw it
close.
going up
Honestly, I think it was like 8.5% each year.
each year. Good statistic.
I might have that. Watch it be like
It might not
4.
be. Wanted Leon Draisaitl's like who
It's
actually
so
knows
hard.
though? Like, because now he's
Right,
saying he
yeah.
would have took a discount. Well, is the discount still more than McKinnon's?
Yeah. What would he have wanted? A 13.5?
Yeah, like
Yeah. Which
It's hard.
you're not getting more than McKinnon.
you're not going to get paid more than McKinnon. He was all like,
I wonder though. Like he could have just taken 12.
if he would have took
12 by
McKinnon's
4.
contract.
What's his years? McKinnon's contract.
Well, I don't know. He signed it 2 years ago. He's probably got 6 left.
6 left. I just wonder if you could have taken less years, but then the Avalanche probably wanted more years. It's a whole thing.
It's hard
But I wonder, right? That's stuff that would be kind of cool to like really like know.
to know like the
right?
behind the scenes.
Yeah, that'd be really
like
cool.
I love when there's footage of like the GMs talking before a trade.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
remember the Tyler Seguin
Yeah.
trade way back to Dallas
Yep.
was all like recorded.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that didn't work out, eh?
No.
No.
Whose career up to now would you rather have? Tyler Seguin or Taylor Hall? Taylor versus Tyler.
I've always been a fan of Tyler Seguin. I think I would want his career.
That's true.
I
Pretty
would
much.
go-
Because he's won a cup. He went to the finals with Dallas again.
Yeah,
Where Taylor Hall was an MVP.
yeah. That's a good question.
It is good.
Yeah. Proud of that one. Eh? How
That's
close
a-
has Taylor Hall been to a cup, though? He's been on, what, 5 teams?
That's where I'm losing track
Yeah,
of like
he
his
was
playoff
Edmonton,
runs.
nothing.
Edmonton, nothing really.
Buffalo, nothing.
Buffalo, nothing.
New
But he was-
Jersey, I think,
Arizona, New
nothing.
Jersey, they made the playoffs.
Arizona,
but I don't
David,
think they did anything.
remember that one.
Then he went to Boston.
I don't think, did New Jersey make the playoffs that run? I don't
they
think
made
they
the playoffs
did.
once with him, but I think they got eliminated right away.
But it wasn't the MVP year, right?
no, it was.
It was the MVP year?
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the trade. I think
Amazing
for
answer.
Carolina, definitely way better. They're gonna have a heck of a run.
They're definitely a team to watch right now.
They're gonna be. They're all their lines are stacked.
Predict right now. Let's put it's hard as a Leaf fan to do that. I was gonna say I want you to answer it because I'm gonna pick Leafs or Capitals, and they're both in spots, and so would
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Pick the Leafs, but your Stanley Cup right now. Who would Western and Eastern? Predict your finals matchup.
Okay. Let's just take Toronto out of it.
That's where because
Let's just take
you're
Toronto
biased.
out.
You're biased
'Cause I'm biased
And
if I'm Toronto.
I want to say Washington, but
But
I'm also
this
biased.
year could be the year.
We say that every year.
Yeah, but they got.
Honestly, we're not
It's-
gonna go to a big Toronto
no,
rant.
we're not talking. But not talking Toronto. But
They
they
have
got Berube.
Berube.
He's playing. He's coaching them.
Berube.
Berube, baby. I think they're a different presence to kind of team. I don't want this to be a Leaf talk,
We're not going
but
to talk too much about the Leafs, but they seem different this year.
because I don't want to seem biased. I don't want to
We
seem
are
biased.
biased.
I feel we're biased, but I don't want to. I'm realistic still,
yeah,
right? But
but they are the best team.
Carolina's up there. I think they definitely will be in the conference finals.
I can't really answer this because I'm a Washington fan. Do you think Washington is like the real deal? as a non.
I would say yes, just because like if you're looking at where we're at in the season, like usually if you're having a lucky year, it's usually over by like 30 games or so.
Are they a cup contender this year?
No.
No.
I don't think they're a cup contender. You enter the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's a whole different game.
Yeah, but they're that
it's a whole
team.
different game. Like once you people get physical, people get mad.
They're
like,
the physical team.
Yeah, but like you have to hope that there is another gear for them.
Yes.
Which as a Leaf fan, we've learned that like, oh my
We
god,
need
these
to
teams
step
are
it in next
way
year.
better.
They're ready.
We're not, right? That's kind of what I saw.
They're big
I just
too,
hope
though.
that
they're
but they're
headed-
going to be going against guys like Carolina, and they're going to be going against. I know Tampa and Boston are kind of on the way out, but like they're going to show up. Like they're playing better than like if you're looking at some of the top in that division, better than the Rangers, better than Pittsburgh, better than Philadelphia. Carolina's better than them, I would say.
It's hard for me to talk about it
You
because I'm
can't.
biased. So,
Yeah, you
and
can't.
people are gonna be
Can't
like,
talk about it.
because I think they are the best team in the league.
I was going to bring
think
up.
they are built
I was going
to
to
win
bring
the
up the
cup.
Ovechkin goals.
Do it.
He's getting closer.
19.
I'm like, I did write it down.
Bring out the book. Book or iPad?
iPad.
Okay.
Because I was already
Here we
on
go.
it. Because I was already on it.
Is this now iPad time with Josh? It's a segment, Josh.
Gretzky 894. Ovechkin 876. We're getting there.
Is that all you have in that thing?
We're getting there.
You needed to put that in.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm just
You're gonna have like some
preparing.
conversation topics. That was iPad time with Josh.
No, there's no more iPad time with Josh.
Why?
Because they're not. They're just jots.
Another trade happened.
Another
last
trade.
night.
This one I'm gonna pull up because it just happened.
iPad or
Yeah,
iPad.
iPad. It's on the iPad.
iPad time with Josh has to be a consistent segment. I can't say this 3 times an episode.
No, I would also say it's a yeah, but then we
So you
can't.
gotta
we
pull
can't.
up the iPad.
Yeah, but we can't.
We do
I
your
don't
top.
want to be holding this when we're talking about like all the different things. Like we talked about Rand trade, then we went to a whole nother topic. I don't want to be holding this during iPad time with Josh
But
the
that would
whole
be-
time.
But that would be an iPad time with Josh segment. This is your thing. You not want it to be your thing?
I would love it to be my thing, but I need more information. And
You have
to
2
stick with
things
it.
in there. What'd you write? What does that say?
Gretzky. Love it. It's so funny.
It literally just says Gretzky.
Yeah,
Gretzky.
I forget
894.
things. I forget. It does look funny.
He literally has 2 photos of the trades. Then he just wrote Gretzky's goal totals and Ovechkin's.
Yeah, just to make sure.
894, 876.
Yeah, I forget numbers sometimes.
No, that's fair. Like I forget.
like
that.
I'm not.
I know Gretzky's.
I know
is not-
Gretzky's. In
I know how many
got
Ovechkins
more.
away every time, but like
Yeah.
I'm not a math guy.
Yeah.
Let's talk the trade. Josh, take it away.
Yeah. So cancel that. I'm gonna butcher all these names. Andrei Kuzmenko,
Kuzmenko,
Jacob Peltier,
Peltier, no.
a second, a 7th. Go to Philadelphia, and Calgary gets Joel Farabee and Morgan Frost.
Nice.
Do I have to hold this now as we talk
No
about
iPad.
it?
No,
So
you-
is it?
I get
Now,
your
'cause,
point.
Yeah, right.
You wanna have your hands
Now I'm
free.
free to go.
So, in your opinion, right
Yep.
off the bat, who wins this trade, Josh?
Okay, so I had to think really hard about this one because at first I saw it, I'm like, no idea, right? But Morgan Frost is playing really well. Farabee's good, so I think Calgary wins it. If Calgary thinks that this is kind of their year to do something, right? Morgan Frost will probably be their third line center, second or third. He's playing like a second.
He's having a decent year. He's got 25 points.
That'll probably be one of those like play second,
Yeah.
He'll go back and forth.
Who do you think's
Good
the
on the
best
wing.
player in this trade?
This year, Frost.
Not this year, but like
In general,
because they're all switching teams. Like you don't know what's gonna happen.
they
So
are
who-
switching teams.
Do you think
Who's like?
Kuzmenko's the best player?
No, I would have said 2 years ago that he was, but he's kind of been.
Well, like last year,
he's
he was
been
almost a point
kinda
per game
quiet.
with Calgary.
Really,
And this year, though, not
He's
very good at all.
No,
So what I see in this trade is a lot of players are it's just not working
just
right
kind
now,
of switching it up.
and they're switching. And I think
Okay.
Kuzmenko has the most like right now first line potential. Like if he just
Oh, yeah?
clicks with
Okay.
Philadelphia,
All right.
he could be a point per game player.
Yeah.
Kuzmenko's kind of had superstar seasons.
Yeah.
Like his first year ever, he had like almost a point per game.
Okay.
Then he had a rough year with Vancouver. Got traded to Calgary. Was a point per game player again. Now this year, not doing very good. But
So just kind of switch it up.
So if he joins Philadelphia, I don't know if he's like Tortorella's type of player.
True, eh?
That
That's a
always-
whole nother story.
That's where I'm like, I do think Calgary wins this trade.
yeah.
I just think Kuzmenko
Yeah.
might be the best player in the trade right
Okay,
now. But
okay.
I think Joel Farabee has a shot to be the best player in this trade too.
I found it was an interesting one because you can
cool
almost
one.
look at it like you can put all those 4 players in the same category.
Oh yeah, like
That's
no
kinda
one-
how
no
I
one's-
saw it.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
agree.
like there's one player and then you made it fit. You kind of have a bunch of guys.
mainly
Maybe
those three.
kind of just like switch.
Those
Well, no,
three are-
but Pelletier,
Pelletier,
he'd
it's like
probably
his-
be one of them in the next 2 years.
Yeah, Kuzmenko I can't see working with Tortorella.
No?
like Mitch Kov already gets like in trouble. He got benched last night,
Did he really?
Thursday.
Missed
Yeah,
that one. Just a language barrier too. I know
that's
that
got to
he.
play a factor.
Well, he
little
said
bit.
like he can't even coach him on the bench. He's got to wait till the next day and bring
Yeah,
in
so
the
he's-
translator and have a chit chat. And
So he's probably upset with him. He can't even do anything
he's
about
like,
it.
I don't know what you want from me.
He's like, I can sense that you're mad.
Yeah, you know what? Just sit down. With Calgary. Does Calgary? I'm trying to think real quick.
Back to the trade.
Their defensemen, besides Anderson and Uyghur, who else do they have? Like, should they have
Try to
gotten a
trade.
defenseman at some point, or should they
For
soon?
Kuzmenko?
Not even just. I think just in general, because this trade looks like they're
Yeah.
trying to gear
Tyson
up
Barrie, Jake Bean.
for a run, right?
Calgary?
Not a run, like if you like.
These are just solid players that are NHL players.
Yeah.
They're NHL players. Calgary's on the they're
playing
playoffs.
well, yeah.
They're on the wild card race right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be crazy when we get close to playoffs. Because
It really is.
everybody is so close. Even the West, like there are the bottomer teams in
Yeah,
the
every
West.
couple, but yeah, you're right. They're
but like
close.
there's still a lot that could make
Yeah.
it. The East is crazy right now.
It's gonna be wild.
Like there's not as many sell like the deadline might be weird.
it's true, right? Because you're not gonna have your rental
Like
players getting traded.
Yeah,
and
like what teams are buyers?
what teams are buyers?
Uh,
a lot
what
of
team-
buyers.
What team
are
would
sellers?
sell?
Yeah, you're right. Because
who?
like honestly, Chicago, San Jose, and Anaheim,
They
they don't
don't
really
got-
have anybody to sell.
No. That you would want like
It's gonna be
nothing.
those. You're gonna have a couple teams in the East, like Buffalo.
Buffalo could, but like they have nothing like to sell that like maybe Zucker. But do people want Jason Zucker that bad?
No, if you're in the East, you're not abandoning your team. You just need to
Not
kind of
majorly.
make some adjustments. The thing about the deadline nowadays too, it's not. To another point. It's nice to see a hockey trade, right? It's nice to see 2 hockey trades where
They
you
were
have some
very-
players
2 very
involved
fun trades.
and you're changing it up. It's nice to see that because the deadline is not hockey trades. You rarely
No,
see
it's
it,
just
right?
rentals
It's
getting shipped
rentals. It's
around.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
New
they're rentals.
segment.
New segment.
We've talked about it before. 4 nations.
I knew you were bringing that up.
Captains were named.
Captains were named.
Are you surprised with any?
When I no, I'm not surprised.
First, well, we'll say it in case you don't know.
in case you don't know.
Canada, Sidney Crosby.
Yep.
America, Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews.
Sweden, Victor Hedman.
Mm-hmm.
And Finland, Alexander Barkov.
Yeah.
No shockers.
No shocks. No,
No
all
shockers.
good. All good captains. All good players.
Not one little
Oh yeah.
Canada. Connor McDavid, obviously,
Yep.
and Cale Makar.
Yep.
Are you surprised that it's not McKinnon?
No.
Do you think
Nope.
they wanted a defenseman
I
as
th-
an assistant?
I think I want to say defenseman because
Oh,
I
you think
did.
that's
I
what
did
made it?
think that, and I did think that. Yeah, they just wanted defenseman. Sweden and Finland both had 3 assistants, and America and
2.
Canada both had 2. So I think if you did have another assistant, it would have been McKinnon.
not like a Brad Marchand.
No,
You excited for Seth Jarvis?
I like Seth Jarvis.
Kind of a guy I'm excited to watch on Canada
Yeah.
for some reason. Like
yeah.
he's a great player, like and he deserves to be there.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm like I want to see him on this stage. I think it'd be funny. Not funny, but I think he. Like,
I think it's
he's
kind
a
of-
funny interviewer guy too. But
He's kind of
He's a great
kind of
player.
a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He's a good player.
he said he's like I'll play defense if they want me to.
So that's just that's
that's just a
awesome,
funny
man.
answer.
I like that guy. Yeah.
Speaking of that, they need a defenseman now. With
Oh, yeah, we saw
Pietrangelo dropping out.
Yep.
Who do you think gets that spot?
Let's think of all the Canadian defensemen.
Well,
in
we
my
don't have to
head.
go that hard. I've heard Drew Doughty's in the running, but also Mackenzie Weegar on Calgary is a player.
I would like
he
to
won-
see Uyghur.
I think he'd be pretty good. I
yeah.
would take Doughty though.
Why?
Older guys played for Canada before.
Yeah, he's old.
He's not old.
I'm gonna pull up a list of Canadian defensemen.
If you're able to, let's just bring Logan Thompson still.
Okay, so what are they saying? Ekblad, Letang, Bouchard.
Evan
Our
Bouchard.
boy Bouchard. Bowen Byram. Bowen Byram on the
I'd
list.
be a little surprised if he does get picked. I do like him though.
Yeah.
Could see it. It brings a lot of energy.
Jacob Chitrin.
Great player.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's my guy.
I think he's in the running. Honestly,
Drew Doughty, we talked about.
I love Drew Doughty.
Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Dougie Hamilton.
I love Dougie, but
Chris Letang.
this
No.
not compared to the other players.
Yeah, you like.
He's kind of like a Drew Doughty, but I'd rather have Doughty than Letang anyway.
Okay. Brandon
For
Montour.
Canada. I do like Brandon Montour.
I think he can be on it. Mackenzie Weegar.
Out of those names,
Okay, so
Jacob
names I said.
Chikrin would be my first. I am a little biased with the
No,
Capitals.
you're not. I think.
No,
I think
between him,
he is
Weegar, and Doughty.
really good.
Depends what you want.
He's really. Is he right-handed?
No, left-handed.
Damn it. Who on that
Weegar-
list is right-handed?
Weegar's right-handed and Doughty's right-handed.
Okay.
Who else?
Was Petrangelo left-handed?
Well, he was
left-handed.
right-handed.
He's right-handed.
Yeah, he's out.
I don't want to do that though. Let's just pick the best player out of that list. So I'm taking.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking Chitrin. I'm taking Chitrin, and Montour's right there.
Montour.
Yeah, Montour's right
I
there.
like Montour.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm taking probably Jacob Chikrin or Doughty.
I
want Doughty on the team
Why?
because he's good for one, but I know he hasn't played much this season, so it's like I don't know if you want him there.
It's not even that I don't like Doughty.
You just don't think he's good enough?
I just don't think he should be Doughty's the choice.
No, it's not a clear-cut Doughty. I just want him there. He's such a cool guy. He's a locker room guy. He's a veteran now for the team. They're all a little younger.
They have enough veterans on that team. They got
Crosby.
They got
but
their
who on
guys.
defense? Petrangelo just dropped. He got drafted in the same year
Shea
as Drew Doughty.
Theodore.
That's not a veteran. It's going to be a good term. They're going to try. You're playing for your country.
I hope they find ways to amp it up.
Some people talk down about it because it's like they're not going to try. It's not this, but like I think once it gets
I think
going,
they're going to try.
everyone's going to watch.
Yeah.
They're all superstars.
Yeah.
They want to win.
They want to win.
Your country's on a world stage.
Like they're just not. The All-Star game is nothing like this. Like that's where I think
No.
that's what the difference is.
And remember the World Cup of hockey?
Insane. That was insane.
16?
No idea.
It was
Years
amazing.
ago.
I don't know why we didn't do it again that way.
I
don't
know,
know why
that's
we didn't
true.
do it again that way.
It was talked about though. It's talked about coming back. Whatever
is
we brought up
crazy
first. What?
Is that Washington, the best team in the league right now, doesn't have one player going.
No?
Not one.
I
John
don't-
Carlson not going.
I don't like being surprised so
you're
much
not?
when no, because I am surprised, but I really like. I don't like when I
No?
I thought they would for sure.
They don't have one player going. But think about it now. The whole team on the best team in the league gets a break for the playoff run.
For your
Do you
argument,
think that benefits them?
yeah, oh yeah,
I think it
That'd be
is a
fine.
benefit at the end of the day.
because they're gonna be working. They're gonna be working
Oh, yeah,
that whole time.
it's
It's not
they're
vacation.
gonna take a
mode.
vacation, but honestly, they kind of do. They're gonna work as they vacation,
Yeah.
but like it's nice to get a little break,
It is.
and then you come back.
It's true if
with
you
a
have
little-
any injuries and stuff like that. Hopefully, Chitrin
Right.
does get picked out to play.
I do think he has a shot.
I think it's Chitrin, Montour.
Those two,
We'll throw Doughty in there for you.
Doughty and Weegar.
Possibly, I would like to see Weegar as well.
Weegar's pretty good.
Weegar, and then our boy Evan Bouchard. Real quick, Matthew
That's-
Tkachuk was named assistant captain.
Yes,
I think that's
Tkachuk.
off. What did I say? Matthew Tkachuk.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
okay.
it wasn't interrupting you. I was saying.
Sorry.
But I remember you said you'd be shocked because Brady Tkachuk is a captain. Are you shocked that Matthew Tkachuk is assistant captain? Or
No, I would have been shocked if he would.
Are you shocked that Quinn Hughes wasn't
Yeah.
anything?
Kind of, yeah.
'Cause we were
No, they picked McAvoy, right?
Yeah. Charlie
Yeah,
McAvoy,
I think they
Matthew
should have
Tkachuk.
picked Quinn Hughes.
Talked about it.
Yeah.
We were like Matthews or Hughes. We're like the top two. We were talking that could
Yeah,
be
for captain. Yeah,
Hughes isn't even on.
not
assistant.
even an assistant.
Would you have picked McAvoy or Hughes?
Hughes.
I think so too.
I think Matthew Tkachuk for an assistant captain is
I think that's
fantastic.
very good.
a
That one I
very
was
good.
like, yep. If Patrick Kane was somehow on the team, he'd be captain.
Think so?
I don't know if he's that kind of guy. Heiskanen getting injured, that's a huge blow for Finland.
That's huge. Yeah.
He's their best
Any
defenseman.
chance they had, and then Markstrom's injured for Sweden.
Allmark, we still don't know if he's going to play or not. But they got Philip Gustafsson, who's good enough.
He's
They're
good.
fine
He's
in
good.
goalie.
He's good.
Are you surprised
Yeah.
that William Nylander got an assistant captain?
No, because for Sweden, he's huge.
He's huge.
He's huge for
and
Sweden.
he's played for them.
right? He's
Yeah.
Sweden's guy,
He's their biggest face
Yeah.
to me.
and
Even
the
though,
Leaf Nation hates him. Not now,
Not
but
now,
they,
they did-
but
they
when they
did for
won,
a
like
long
he was
time.
he was like
He
their
was the
guy
scapegoat
that,
for some reason.
and it was such a shame because he's so good.
And I love
and
how
look
he
at him
just
now.
turned it around.
Yeah, he's like
Now
screw you.
they
guys,
love
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
We've gone over Four Nations a bunch.
But we are going to be recapping it as
Yeah,
it goes.
we're gonna
Like,
try
is
to-
that
yes,
is
we're
that something that you want to do?
Well, I guess it's in like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So like the games will happen once, and then we'll recap them. That was bad, right?
You could have just
I
we're gonna recap
I
the
started
games.
off so strong.
Yeah. The plan is to see videos more often, just recapping it and talking
Yeah.
about it.
But our plan for Four Nations is that they're gonna be playing. We're gonna recap them. Maybe we should have talked about this like next week, because then it's happening.
We'll go more in depth next week
Yeah, this
about it.
week
We'll
is just a little
we'll look
warning.
into it.
We're
too.
gonna know everything when it happens. We talked about everything we want to talk about, right? We
Yeah,
talked about
I
the
felt like this
trades,
was
Four Nations and our predictions.
there's a lot of things happening too coming up, like the trade
The
deadline,
trade
Four
well,
Nations,
that's right.
trade deadline.
I made a video. I was like Four Nations coming up, trade deadline coming up.
The closer to the deadline, I'd like to kind of dive into more of what the
rumors,
teams
trades. We're gonna dive into.
Yeah, so maybe with our picks, we can use that to
Maybe like
maneuver
during
our
the trade, like,
conversations.
we'll grab like a trade bait board, and we'll just go through each player and see like what team they're fit.
Pull up on the iPad kind of thing, like just pull
Josh's
up a trade
iPad time.
report. That'd be great.
We can do that. That'd be
Okay,
fun.
that'd be fun. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
This was episode 3. I think this one went pretty well.
This is a fun
pretty
one,
good as
yeah.
well. Thanks for joining us.
yep. That was hockey talk.
Hockey talk. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
We'll be
you.
back next week,
Yep, that's right. Next week.
and we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week.
Nothing really else to say.
This next week.
Yeah.
That's it.
I felt like it's weird closing it so quick.
Well, because
We're getting
we're
better.
finally knowing. We're finally knowing
I don't know
how.
what to do.
We're knowing how. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. That's good. Feel good about that? I thought so.